left off when we were talking, but basically, so with the way I want to structure these episodes, it's going to be 8
Mm-hmm.
episodes, and they're each going to be about 10 minutes long. And so,
Right.
with it, I want each space to kind of also get people like intrigued to go and visit the spaces after. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about Monica Jones and how, she's going to be in
Mm-hmm.
a laboratory. So during episode 1, the main thing is going to be bringing Mojo back into the metaverse. And the metaverse, one thing I was saying is like, it's clear that these are physical people, real people, just living life in the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how our characters are also, and it's going to be called the Vortex in our series. So
Mm.
Angelo, although he operates like he normally would in the metaverse, it's still this underline that there's this physical thing behind him, and he does have to kind of tend to that. The only one who's not going to know that is going to be Mojo. She is going to be in there brought back to life thinking that is real life. So again, that is one of those things
So
that,
she's gonna be confused.
you feel
Yeah.
me? Yes. So throughout this whole time, Mojo will really be
Yeah.
struggling. And that's why she's kind of the star of this series,
You're right.
because this series is to show the contrast between old times and new times, right? So, like I was saying, Mojo's going to come back in right where she was frozen from. So she's going to be in the middle of trying to, like I said, in the middle of a civil rights movement, on a undercover mission, Black Panthers, that mindset coming into today's day and age where she thought she just left there and is going to have to unlearn that, relearn what's happening in today's
Mm-hmm.
society, plus learn the future, because we're here with this new technology also showing what the future could look like in modern times. Because when I watch like futuristic shows, I love when they look like they're
Right.
in modern times, not like far fetched, just like in today's age, but if technology was where it could be, kind of thing. And
Okay.
so with
Okay.
that, the way that we're going to also kind of roll out the shows is it's going to be every other week we'll premiere an episode. And with that, so the first week that this one will be premiered will be during our graduation. I think they said that'll be June 14th. I think they said either June
Yeah.
14th, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then there'll be like a whole, we're gonna roll it out, festival style, show all the episodes. And what I want us to
Mm-hmm.
do is, because like I said, I love what 50 is doing with the Power Universe. So kind of again taking pieces that's working from him. One of the things that I really love about watching 50's episodes is there's a podcast that Braden and Tariq have where they just talk about the show behind the scenes, bring the guests on and stuff like that. And during that every other week,
Mm-hmm.
I want the cast members to come on and just have a podcast. And again, talk about the episode from the
Ooh.
week before, what they thought about it. Again, like this episode is going to be called Journey to Your Heritage, right? Because Monica was Mojo. So, again, to kind of get further into the story, Monica was on a secret mission in the 90s with Love Jones. They got caught. Love Jones went missing. Mojo got caught and frozen. They found out she was pregnant at that time. So kind of went through, had
Mm.
her like have the baby while she was frozen without knowing it, though, a future technology kind of thing, or
So that's
producing.
Monica. So
That's
Monica is her
Monica,
daughter.
right? And so she was adopted by the a
Oh.
couple that actually set up her parents though and worked for the government, and that's why Monica also has this job in
What?
the government where they be freezing people and doing all that, right? So that's also why they have a lot of these tools and like be super aware that this is what's happening in modern times. And so you'll see again, that's where Monica be like, she want to be a hot girl, but she know where society's headed. So it's like that's where she be battling, like, knowing better, but kind of being stuck in your own way. So again, everybody will show they battle. And this one is again that focus between old times and new times. So um in that, again, we want to take that other episode to say, okay, well, looking at this, where Monica's starting to say, okay, she about to go get in contact with her mother and her father that she's never met before. Angelo's about to get in contact with his grandparents, who were these, he's like, man, I'm about to meet Motion Jones, who Motion Jones in this story is almost like a Rosa Parks, right? Or more like a Finney
Mm.
Shakur, where it's like there are these known leaders from the past that we're bringing back. And so he's like, man, that's my grandmother,
Wow.
and I'm about to meet her. I've never done that before. So again, at that second week where it's like we don't have a new episode, it's just going to be a podcast from, again, the main characters talking about what it was like filming behind the scenes. Maybe we give them a little sneak peek at what's coming up, or let the audience give some ideas about what they thought. If we have special guests with different characters, because everybody that tried out, I wanted to cast for a role, because like I said, this is going to be a universe, right? There's going to be multiple series. So like one girl got casted to be Mojo or Monica's sister, because Love Jones been out here in the world, right? So he ended up getting a whole nother baby
Mm-hmm.
mother and sister, but she not even coming
Mm.
out till season 2 where they go looking for Love Jones. So it's like, although you didn't have a place right here in this story is going to keep going, and it's going to keep getting juicier and
Right.
juicier. And so,
Ooh.
yeah. So that's some good insight, and that's why I think having the podcast also for the alternate week will also help to keep our audience engaged, wanting more and being able to be involved in
So
behind the
you
scenes.
thought this off, like you thought this
Oh,
through,
girl, let
like
me tell
from
you,
the
I'm not
beginning
even
to
done
the
yet. So,
end.
so let me talk about the audience. So then when they get to come in, right, like I was saying, for the one joint, one of the scenes is going to be where Monica's, and this is really focused on episode 1. So when we kind of go through each episode, we can kind of do a refresh on like the focus and what the audience is about, because I'm all about just getting everybody connected. So for episode 1, though, again, is bringing Mojo into the metaverse. And so when they have to go into that
Mm-hmm.
lab, like I was telling you, they have to go get all the resources, and those creators have already gamified it, where it's kind of like you got to go and like find each one, and then you get a check, and then you get a badge once you're done. So we're going to have one specialized
Right.
just for Journey to Mo Life, that's just going to be, that's Monica's office, and they'll have like, oh, this is Mojo's vial, or Mojo's PDF, and like all the different things that it takes to download her, so that after the episode airs, we can tell people that watch it, like, oh, you got to go to Monica's office and complete this quest to get your badge too, so that they can also go and like, go explore the scenes and sets that we was just on and interact with it, and then get their little spatial badges too for being a part of it.
You know what? I love every idea that you're throwing out. Um, it's like really, really super dope. It even had me want to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Um, so yeah, like
Well,
again, I'm gonna be real with you, Mo. I'm nervous as fuck.
um,
I'm nervous as fuck. Um, I ain't gonna lie to you. Um, because now is it going to be? It's scripted, correct?
it is going to be scripted. Yeah, it's 100% scripted. I can even
Okay,
show
cool.
you the script. Hold on one second as well. Let me see.
Yes, let me see it, girl.
Okay, hold on, because I think Kush said he about to pop up too. So let me make sure he pop up.
And Kush is playing
Angelo.
Angelo.
Or we call him Low
Okay.
in the story.
No. Okay. And what is low to me?
He's your grandson.
The Mojo. Okay.
Your grandson that you never met, never knew existed, never. Never knew. It's gonna
So
be
that's Monica, which is my daughter's son.
yeah, and it's cool because you and Monica are gonna be the same age whole time. Again, it's just gonna be like you gonna be like this older young virgin version, and she gonna be like this modern version. So I think it's gonna be really interesting to see. Like what? So let me see. Okay, so I told him to come through. Let me pull up the script here. And the script, I will say I want to tweak some because I want to, although I made it very
Okay.
short and I think to the point, I do want to add
Okay.
like more entertaining content. Like this is me just putting it out and getting the story out there, but I think the entertainment will come
Hmm.
from the dialogue, right? Like I said, like how you're from that time period, like more little things, like
Right.
even just like, oh, not groovy because I don't think that's what they were saying, but like, just like that kind of like
No, not in the 90s. I don't think they say groovy. I
I
think
know
that's
I'm
back
like
in the
not they didn't
70s or
say groovy,
80s.
but just like if I say groovy, you're gonna automatically think 70s, you know?
Right.
So like little stuff like that that will also be entertaining too. And that's why I'm like, I want each character to have their own little like zing of entertainment that's like it doesn't necessarily even have to be like haha funny. Some things just be entertaining without even having to be funny, but just like a dang, got your attention. And so I've got it pulled up and I'm
Okay.
gonna have to
Okay.
bring the screen down here. So let me see.
Oh man. And again, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity because I was telling people and I was like,
We on to something, man. They
you
ain't gonna
know,
believe it until they be like, dang, Queen Hazel, that's what you was talking about you was doing?
yeah, exactly.
But no, I
Exactly.
appreciate it. I
Hmm.
appreciate because that enthusiasm, man, that's what had me so day one. I'm like, man, people are really reaching out, especially when it's like people that I've seen and been around and just would have never thought would actually, reach out and be like, oh yeah, I would love to be a part of your show. And it's like, oh, Queen Hazel, really? Okay, let's do it. It just showed me something, like let me put myself out there more and see who does want to be a part of what I got going on. So it means a lot to me too, you being a
Exactly.
part.
Yeah. When I first read yours, because yours came up on Instagram, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, I really, and I was on the phone with my friend, Jim, and I was like, I really, I want to go for this. I'm gonna go for
Mm-hmm.
this. And then when I sat in class, last week and I saw everybody else's, I'm like, yeah, all right, but yours really like spoke to me. So I was like, I gotta ace this. And you should hear me for 2 days. I was practicing. I was trying to, and I was visualizing, and I was like, okay, because this is script, so I know. So I had to really like in my head, how do I want to sound since like I'm just waking up. It's like I'm speaking to the audience and telling them a little bit something about myself. So I gotta go back and I gotta like just visualize what I want to like say and trying to think how I want to present it to you. And doing it in front of everybody, I wasn't nervous. And that's the other thing I was telling Boogie. I was like, girl, I wasn't even nervous. Like I just went up there because I already knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah. And you owned
And
that, man.
then
And it looked good. When I was looking at the replay and sharing it on Instagram, I'm like, man, look how good that looks. I loved it, man. Yes.
yeah, and another thing, what was it? It was another thing I wanted to tell you, like, um, I was watching, I'm gonna tell you this little secret. I was watching The Color Purple, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Color Purple got everything. And that was my like reference guide. So, in the beginning, Celie was having her monologues, telling people like what she's thinking, but she's
Mm-hmm.
not saying it out loud. It's in her mind. So it's in her head. So, but in the audience, like it's like she's speaking to us what she went through. So I'm sitting up here and I'm listening, and I shit you not, I watched that movie like twice. And but I mean, I've been watched the movie a long time ago, but I just kept watching it and like really like try to pick up some things here and there to get me in that mindset.
Yes, I love that, and that's what it takes, and that's exactly why I casted everyone the way I did, because, like you said, you being that committed and seeing that vision and seeing, you know what, I want to go watch other things that show me how to just, like you said, be committed, right, where you feel that character and just really like.
Right.
That's all it takes, because we're just voices, right? So, like you said, there is a level of
Mm-hmm.
nervousness that can kind of go away, right? Because we're behind that screen, and but when you really still add that extra to commit and try to bring that character to life, that's where we're gonna really see the magic, and y'all gonna then become nominated for Grammys and all kind of stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
we need that color
Okay.
purple. Tap into your Oprah. Okay, I loved it.
Right.
And I see
Okay.
Kush made
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Welcome,
Hello, Kush.
welcome.
Bless, bless. Hear me?
Kush
Uh,
Kush
yeah, I can hear
Nubia,
you.
this is
I
Yeah.
Queen
remember you.
Cool,
You was
cool.
at
Hazel.
the thing.
Hmm.
How's everybody?
Mm, good,
Yes,
good. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good.
so funny. So I was
So
thinking
yeah, I guess yes.
we're gonna have some team bonding experiences. I was thinking of doing a karaoke together one of these
Oh
days.
yes,
Oh
that
no,
is
no.
that's that.
No.
Listen, so that is a excellent idea for real. Because when I was at when I did the Becoming the Moets, we all had something in common. We was all friends, and we fed off each other, and that's how we made it work.
Hmm.
Um, you know what I'm saying? I think that will be dope too. Like this to get to know everybody that's playing in
Hmm.
this, in this series.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what I was thinking would be kind of cool, and because just like I was telling Queen, just as we were kind of catching up, Kush, and I am recording this, so what I'll do is I'll send you guys a link so you can kind of watch it anytime. Even Kush, you'll kind of see in the
Hmm.
beginning where I
All
was
right.
really kind of giving Queen some more insight just onto the series, the whole series. I'll kind of even start from our spiel from where I started, where I wasn't recording, to really give you guys this whole vision. But we're creating this
Mm-hmm.
universe. So, Kush, are you familiar with like Power and 50 Cent series on Stars?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I'm
we want
familiar with it. I haven't. Yeah,
so
yeah.
so we want to kind of create that same essence where it's like it started from one season and like that ghost show that
Hmm.
spent off into
Yeah,
Tommy's
all these
show and
different
Tariq's
books.
show, right, and different
Hmm.
books, and like even from there it's gone even further to now there's BMF, and again like this whole umbrella, and so Mo Life is going to kind of be like this umbrella to start that as well. So this series is that starting series because it's really going to introduce that main family, just like like we said in that um Power series, there's that main family that's in the core that each character kind of stems from. That's who these people are as well. So our main people are going to be the main story or the main idea, especially for season 1, will be Angelo finds a mysterious ledger from his grandfather. So he teams up with his mom and his AI. His AI is actually also going to be a person. It's been casted by Maximilian, so it will be a voiceover, although it will be an AI, and that is because she is an AI artist that also crafts her own bots. So with that, we'll kind of get a little fun with, again, um, Angelo, the part that Kush is, again, kind of being like this, inventor and being able to create things that we haven't seen before, because again we'll be able to spin off from these so many times, right? So it starts out with this story on them trying to bring their grandmother Mojo back to life in the metaverse, and solving these clues to then unlock this ledger with the help of Mojo, his grandma, and his AI. And they'll basically spend each episode going through the metaverse to solve a clue. So when I wrote my script, which you guys can kind of see I have up here, I'll also read it so you can kind of get what episode 1 will kind of look like. But
Hmm.
you guys know I'm doing this with the Harlem Film House, and one of their directors or a producer named Tanya has been really active in the last few weeks, which has been really great because she is a very known producer, especially Kush. I know you're out of Jamaica, and she says anybody that has anything to do with TV has basically run through her because everything out of there runs through her. So I think it'll be really cool to even like know that when we were talking about again the kind of connections and the people that we're meeting and things like that, and she's excited about the series. Just like I was telling Queen a little tidbit when I read it to her our log line, which is what it's about. She said this needs to be on FX, and just like I was also telling Queen, I'm doing all of this way so that it can be
FX. That's
pitched
dope.
to for funding after this first episode is created, so that this entire series can get picked up seriously, whether that's after episode 1, whether that's after episode 8, season 2. I'm never going to stop pitching until a big network does pick it up and does evolve this series, because that is the goal for what we're starting here. And again, this is the start of that, right? These core members in this core family here. And because each series from here will kind of just go from there. So with that though, each character I want to really be like that it character for them. Just like you and I was even talking before, Kush, like, oh, I want him to be like the cool kid in school. Like now, like, yeah, you might see, oh, that kid that's kind of into crypto or tech and doesn't care about people. He's kind of cool, but I want him to be like, nah, he's like super cool, like the coolest because he's into that. Because again, those kind of seeds will even start to help shift the youth. And with a character like Angelo, because he can then have his own series and own audience, we want the youth that's latching on to be able to grow with him, right? Just like we're talking about in Power. Tariq has been on that series since he was 10. So everybody's seen Tariq come up,
Mm-hmm.
and all those young kids really feel like, oh, they, attached to Tariq now that he's in school and hustling and doing what he's doing. There's an attachment. Even adults do. Everybody feels this connection with him as he grew up, and wants to see him either succeed or do better or whatever the case may be. But there's an attachment there. And with these characters, we really want to kind of build that attachment. So the way that we'll also do it is each episode will be minted as an NFT, so that each cast member and person on the production team will also get a royalty from there. So we won't be minting each episode as an NFT, because we really kind of need to iron out what that means when it comes to like rights and licensing and owning. And I'm not willing to give that up just yet, because we don't know what that means. So it's not that somebody will be buying the NFT and then owning the entire episode, although we can, go there in the future, because that is how things work in the future. But again, we have to kind of figure that out. So in the meantime, what that will look like is from each episode, we will pull out one main scene, kind of like a hot clip, like, or a super hot line, or like something that we are all going to share on social media that would just be super drawing or captivating or important to that episode, or that clue, or something special about that episode that we would then mint as an NFT. And then somebody that loves that episode can go in auction, because it'll be on for auction, because each episode will also be dropped every 2 weeks, so it'll be bi-weekly. When we drop an episode, we'll also open up the auction for the NFT for that special NFT from that episode. People can auction for whatever they want. Once that NFT is sold at the end of that week, then those splits will then go again to the production team. And then if people resell it, you'll get royalties on that forever. And there's a few things that I want to pull from it, but it'll be considered more like memorabilia. So not that they will own the episode, but they'll just own memorabilia, right? So there'll also be maybe quotes that we can post for like the general public. That'll be like, you could get 25 of those, and all different kind of things to again try to help monetize the production and be able to pour back into you all, because I think that's also going to be important to do, especially for the long run. And so, with that also being said, the way that we would be rolling it out is just like I said, it would be putting it out there every other week. So, the first episode is going to be premiered on June 14th. Like I said, I am doing this for Harlem Film House. So the first episode is actually due on May 22nd. So that's next Monday. So that means we will have to film this ASAP. Which is why I'm happy you guys were able to actually come in, meet me today. I do just have to confirm the character of Monica, and then their availability, and then we'll all come in and actually film it. Each episode is only about 10 minutes max, so it really shouldn't take much for us to record it, especially going through each different scenes. I've kind of broken them down, have, what we need from each scene. And again, I like 10 minutes max, but the shorter, kind of the better, because just like I was also explaining to Queen, we want the audience to come wanting more. So all of these spaces, we do also have the high creators on the production team. So these are going to be interactive spaces. So you'll see a scene here, like for episode 1, where Monica and Angela go into her office, where they also keep all of the like frozen people, because she actually works for the business that freezes the people and brings them to life. That's how she knows about this. And so she goes to her office and has to go collect all the tools, and they're going to try to bring Mojo back there the first time. And so that's actually another space created by the high creators. I can take you guys there after this so that you can kind of get an idea on that. But when you go into the space,
Okay.
it's actually, you have to go and, collect 4 different things, and then you get a badge. So anybody that watches that episode will be able to do the same thing. We'll have a customized space just for Journey to Mo Life, and they'll be able to go in there and collect, Mojo's, life files or conscience files and the computer, and then, they'll get a badge for actually going into the space and getting that. And maybe that'll get them the mint, free mint or some, or an airdrop, different things like that to get the audience into the space also. And so then on the alternate week, so say for example, let me kind of get back to dates, because I know I can kind of start getting confusing, and feel free to pause me if I do. But the first episode will be due on June, or will be aired on June 14th. So that will be a Wednesday. We can decide what day will be the best for all of us, we think, to premiere each episode, based on whatever we kind of think together as a unit. But from there, the next week, after the 14th, so say if we stick with Wednesdays, will be the 21st. That 21st, instead of it being another episode, the cast members are going to have a podcast where they come and they just talk about the series, and they just say, man, did y'all see last week's episode? This is what I thought about it. You guys will also be able to offer your insight about what it was kind of like filming it from your perspective. We'll be able to kind of dive into like these underlying messages and things that we're talking about. We'll again be able to encourage people to go check out the space, and also offer their thoughts and ideas, a part of the podcast, because it will be an open space here in the metaverse where people can come in and meet you all as well. Because you all, I don't want you guys to start. I know we said we ain't gonna talk about being meta famous and those kind of crazy words, but I do want you, to again think about connecting with those that are going to be watching it, and think about, that being a mass
Mhm.
audience. Because although it might not be mass right now, we do want it to grow, and what that would look like, and how cool that would be, with you being in a show and then being able to come back the following week, talk about what you thought about it, and hear from others, and everybody talk about it to get ready for the next episode. So again, keeping people excited to watch the replay and watch the next one, get NFTs, and be a part of this series along with us. And so that's kind of like a big
So I have a
overview.
question.
Sure, please ask away.
So after the first episode, which you're gonna do for Harlem Film House, the next one you're doing is is it still going to be part of Harlem Film House, or is
It will not
be
actually, at
on
that
you?
point it won't be. So the first episode is through Harlem Film House. Um and then the cool thing is, the way that they're going to do it is, with it being presented on June 14th, they're going to have their own like
Uh-huh.
festival style of presenting it. And then the top presentations will then get to also have their series shown during the actual real Harlem Film Festival in August, like in real New York, in IRL. And so what will happen is, because we'll be able to show it on June 14th, our series will still be
Mm-hmm.
rolling. So that's what I'm saying, by then people will be able to go and watch past episodes, if they like it at the Harlem Film House, or tap in and keep watching it. But we are going to keep filming, and the series will continue to be. But only episode 1 will be through
Okay.
Harlem Film House.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. And I think, I hope throughout the cohort they'll kind of talk more about that, about the logistics of it. But I think, I don't know, I think only the casting, because I know, like I was telling Queen Hazel Kush, I do need you to complete a casting form. But all of that is just through Harlem Film House, although I'm open to see whatever we can do to connect and keep it going, because I definitely have appreciated all of the resources and knowledge that they pour into us. And so, yeah, good question though. Did either of you have any other
Cool.
questions about kind of like the story, the concept, how we're gonna put it out there? Like I said, the filming will start this week. So I have something called a Let Us Meet, which is just a link for you to fill out your availability. And then once we have Monica casted, which should be by this weekend, which will be by this weekend, because I have an A. If
Okay.
A can go, we'll go there, and then we'll go at B. If not, whatever the case may be, everyone that will be a part will be amazing, and we just got to confirm, set dates. The cool thing about the Let Us Meet is, again, you just enter in your availability. The most that overlaps, it'll get darker. So then I'll be able to kind of pinpoint what times work best for everyone for different scenes. But really, I'm hoping that we can come in, spend an hour in here and get it done. And then also, I think I may have talked to you guys before as well. Aside from the one, royalties from the NFT, I do also want to pay you all. Now, it might not be the biggest budget, but I do want to pay you all $100 for casting. And so what that would look like will be a $50 bonus in the beginning. So that would be maybe next week when we actually start filming. Maybe I'll cash app everyone $50 for coming to the first like set, to again try to offer some type of initiation or incentive or whatever the case may be. And then the other $50 though, I will send at the end of the season once we are complete everything. And hopefully our NFTs, do a little bit something so that that $50 is just like maybe it's whatever. It's all just a token of appreciation, because I want to be serious about budgeting, and again, taking the way that the cohort has showed us to do this seriously. And I do want to pay you all for your time, so that you do bring in that effort and take it serious. Although the budget may not be big budget, it is still a budget. Okay.
Right. Right.
Hmm. I
I'm
have a
I'm not
question.
complaining.
Sure, Kush. What's your
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
question?
yeah. For the avatars, are you guys changing them or making
Yes, we are going to be changing them.
the?
So if you take a look here at the picture I just shared in the back, that is what
Yeah.
the actual characters are going to look like. So I wanted to create that to really give people like an
Cool.
idea for when they think about the characters, like a face to it. But I did also create a avatar for each of them. And so that's what I'm about to show you guys here last, which is how to actually recreate your avatar using Ready Player Me. And then when we
Oh,
actually come into
scared the
filming,
shit out of me.
just like I was telling Queen, what I think may be easiest is if you make a separate spatial with a separate email, name it your character. So, like, Lo Jones. Angelo's nickname is Lo. So you could even just put Lo or Lo Jones, and then have his avatar already set there. So when you come to casting or filming or whatever the case is, you log in with that avatar, and you'll be in that avatar,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have your name there, and then you'll already be set. Or you can keep it your same character and then just switch your Ready Player Me avatar. It's whichever you prefer, but you will make your own Ready
I
Player
got
Me
another
avatar.
account. I got two different emails, so I just
Perfect.
I can
Yeah, I
use
do the same too. I have one for Mode Life. That's my producer. So y'all probably seen her with the big hair and the shiny outfit. And that's because when we in filming, I want y'all to be easy to like, oh, where should I be looking? And it should be my avatar because I'm also filming. Um, so little stuff
right.
like that that I was trying to
Okay.
take into account. And so I'm gonna show you guys how to do that
Okay.
here on this camera. But go ahead, Kush. I think you had another question.
We wanted a question because I know you're going pretty serious with it, and so that all I was wondering, are you registering it like IMDb and all that kind of stuff?
You said registering it by what?
IMDb, the where you register your video works and stuff like that.
No, I don't know that. I'm not familiar
No,
with that.
okay, oh, okay.
What is that though? I would love to learn
It's
more though.
yeah. If you're doing something like this, you can register it, and that's all because you're paying us, so we can credit ourselves to the actual production, and then I think
Oh, where you get
industry standard.
credits and
We can
stuff.
put it.
Yes, yes, yes. I have heard about that, and
Yeah,
and I have seen Harlem Film House say they can give credits if you need credits and stuff because that is the thing though. Like if you're a union actor, I'm not paying union standards. This is not a union
Oh
gig,
my God.
but
but I think you still register it though. Not
okay.
you.
And can you like
I don't
maybe
know. I'm
can you drop that name in the chat and then I'll definitely do some research
sure,
about that.
sure.
That'd be cool.
I'm not sure
So,
myself. I'm just asking.
oh yeah, I know. That'd be cool to I mean, hey, do some research because I know a lot of the um other people in the cohort are actors, so they're a little bit more familiar as well with that kind of stuff. And
Whew.
and are trying to figure out how we can also do it. I think a lot of them have also been struggling because it's not like we're not considered animation or something. I don't know. But I'm definitely down to learn because I think it's something we definitely have to learn. And so, oh, I see you dropped it in the chat. Perfect. So these are going to be the characters here. And then so with
See, he
that,
looked more like that one. He
oh yeah, you you say you like Angelo?
yeah.
Cool. So
Okay.
you feel me? And so what I did was again, I used AI to help me generate their actual pictures, using these things, describing them, trying to create what this would kind of look like, all of their different characteristics. Again, yet super cool. Something so that each person in their audience looks at that avatar and thinks of them as cool, because again, I think we kind of have to fight that coolness, right? So I always want this essence of coolness, right? Because I mean, think about like cool black people, like you, or if you think about the 90s and you think about like that essence of like cool
I'm
and
sorry.
suave black people, or like, again, it's just like that swagger to them. And I want our show to also always have this like cool swagger to it, if that makes sense. And so, with that, and whether that's in the 90s, new, or whatever the case is. So this is kind of how I envisioned that. But as you guys can see, I think all the avatars can still
Oh
grow
God.
a bit better as well. I think Angelo, I did also redo his chin so that his chin actually is the same chin as his grandfather. So it is a little bit stronger in the second one that I updated. But what I'm going to do right now is show you guys how I created the avatars on Ready Player Me, like which each one of the settings is. And then I'm going to send you this video
Okay.
so that you can recreate it on your own
Oh
time.
please.
And
Yes.
if
Thank
there's
you.
anything that you
Um.
want to change, please do. And then we can
Mhm.
confirm the avatar after that.
Um. Can you? Because I just want to see how she look without this hair.
Oh,
The
yeah,
hair
yeah,
is
yeah. I'm
throwing
about
me
to pull it up
off.
right now. I'm about to show y'all this right this second.
Okay.
So let me.
Okay. And You said this is your husband avatar. He's scaring
Oh
the
yeah, this is
shit
my
out of me.
husband avatar. Sorry, he doesn't
Yeah,
want to
because
keep
he
doing.
keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my god.
He
Oh,
keep,
oh,
oh,
my
I keep
bad.
running into
Cause
you.
yeah, I'm just
Sorry.
going everywhere. It's me. Let me just stand my ass right here.
Oh no, sorry. That's me because I keep moving him because I'm on two computers. So it's like I be talking to you on my avatar, but then I do it on my other avatar. So then he ends up moving. So I'm gonna move these back
I'll
here
get
so that
that.
if you guys want to see again that like difference,
Yeah.
and then also maybe I'll show you the other two avatars so you can kind of see the
Yeah.
whole cast.
Oh, you. So who you got the? So I was gonna ask you next. Who's the other? You talk about
Oh,
the other two actors with Monica. You never said anything about the who's playing the other guy role.
oh, good
What's his name?
questions.
Love.
See, Queen, you got good
Yeah.
questions. I love it. So, actually, I did not have any other males come out for casting other than Kush Nubia, who also wasn't able to actually try out. So, but because I was like, you have such a unique voice, and we have, like I had told you, that connection with the NFT project. If you're willing, I'm down to just, hey, let's figure it out from there. um and you
Hmm.
showed up, so that was enough for me, but no other male showed up. So actually Love Jones is going to be by
Mm.
AI, and I was thinking about having like a Denzel
Oh.
Washington voice. I'm not even gonna
Oh.
cap.
Okay.
Not
See, I
even.
like hers. I
Okay.
like
Oh yeah, this
Monica's.
is this is gonna
Yeah.
be Monica. So this is the young joint, right? So this is Monica. Oh wait, let me actually replace it with the full body. And so, okay, here she go right here. But yeah, so for the dude though, his voice is gonna be AI. And the cool thing about it, because and so I did have to kind of redo the story a little bit once I actually found out that no Love Jones would be present. Is because when I was gonna have them flashing back to the past, I was gonna have Mojo sing Love Jones. But I think we're gonna have to wait until we get a real Love Jones, and then it'll be kind of like maybe the Mojo and Love Jones story. That would be kind of like a
Right.
series one day. But
I right. So I have a guy, but oh my goodness, um he's a great actor. But he's a pastor too, so he travels. I
mm,
don't know if he can, cause we was talking about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah," and he was supposed to come in to audition for this, but he never did. Um, I do. There is another guy, but I don't know if his voice will fit him, cause this he's more like, if you look at his character, is his voice, you can like his voice be strong, right? Because
yeah,
how his facial feature is strong. So
yeah,
I
definitely.
work with this other guy, his name is Howard. um but his voice is he got a unique voice. I could put it that way.
Yeah. And that's what I was even
um
thinking, and I think even with us using AI for now, and that's what I'm saying, I think we can save Love Jones for later. Because again, that's why I'm like, hey, we got big
okay.
ambitions. If we don't have the perfect one, we don't got to rush it because we want it to be a good presentation on what we got going and not confuse nobody kind of thing. And so, and then we want those people committed. But I think even if they're interested,
Mm-hmm.
still let them know, because again, we do have different parts. Like I had another guy that wanted to be Love Jones, but again, his schedule wasn't permitting it. And I'm like, well, you know what? You sound like a cool young dude where you can be one of Angelo's friends, where that still matters because it's like, okay,
Right.
well, now you're going to give Angelo street credibility, right? Because it's like, oh, dang, well, if Angelo hanging out with these kids, but he's still cool, even though he's not doing what they doing, that still offers, again, a dynamic to the story using other characters. And then those characters will keep coming in later down the line. So I don't want anybody to feel like no role is smaller than another because that role always gonna pop up throughout the series.
Okay.
So even if
Right.
it's
Right.
another role, that can
Yeah.
definitely be it. So for now, what I'm thinking is going to be best, especially because for season one, All Love Jones is going to be now is a voice. So each episode, they will find a new clue to unlock the ledger that they'll spend the
Mm.
episode figuring out. And all Love
Okay.
Jones is going to do is be a voice reading that clue. So every time Angelo will usually be the one to find the clue. And then when he opens it, it will be Love Jones' voice reading it. That's why I'm thinking about finding like a nice little Denzel Washington voice, or maybe like Malcolm X voice, maybe more like a Malcolm X because he's supposed to be at that time, using AI, and
Yeah.
then let that be, Love Jones' voice until we find an actual one. And then being able to market that we have AI as one of our characters and trying to again use that to help us push that. And then Kush, yeah, you said you want to ask people too. Cool, yeah. Definitely, if you guys got more people that you want to join forces, definitely, because I've been trying to
Mm-hmm.
kind of create the entire series outline as we go, and right now these are just the only characters that I've started with. But I'm like, there always be like I said,
Man.
another character that we can add to make the story more
Right.
complex as we have those
I'm a
people.
definitely talk
For the guy at the
to.
top, I'll ask some people if you're looking for the guy at the top, top right.
Oh, the top right up here, Love Jones. Oh yeah, that's the Love
Yeah,
Jones. That's the
yeah,
dude I was talking about.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you were saying somebody's avatar? Or about someone.
You said you have someone that you think would be good for that character, Kush.
Yeah, I can ask some people. They're off of the
Okay.
Clubhouse app. I got a couple people. I'll ask them if they're interested in that kind of voiceover
Yeah.
work and everything. Send it the way you presented it here. Is there a
Mm.
there's not really a website or anything I can really direct them to? So
No, there's not no
just kind of
website. Just tell them to
anything.
message me on social media, whether that's Twitter or Instagram,
Okay,
because then I can kind of get
sure,
with them at a specific time, and then we can kind of go from there.
cool.
And yeah, this is the
Mm-hmm.
full cast though, so you guys can kind of get a gist of it. And then I'll of course offer everybody the same thing on. This is where I've started, but I want you guys to love and grow into your characters as well. And then just like people, their appearances will turn. We can even customize avatars now. So I am thinking, there will be a point where we even just kind of like really really come in with some super custom avatars, but that will again
Oh
just
yes.
yeah,
Yes, that's dope.
we can really come in and do some cool stuff. But again, just for to get started, what we've got is this, and this what we're gonna roll with for that first episode, and then everybody will be on this
Okay.
journey with us. That's also gonna be the idea on as we evolve in the digital space, so are our audience, right? So it's this journey to Mo life that everybody is on, because everybody's going digital, whether they know it or not.
That
And
look like
so
a young kid. I'm telling you.
yeah, and so let
You
me
look like a young
because I know we're
kid.
still recording here, and that's about all that I had regarding the series. Oh, let me read the script, and then I will show you guys your characters, and then how to create your characters, and then that'll be it for this recording. I'll send you guys the recording, and this will be cool because then anybody that is casted can
Oh,
even
you
watch this. Let me see.
are you gonna show how to remember you said you're gonna show how to create it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
show you how to create
avatar?
it too. Yeah, I'm gonna do both of those. So. First, I'm gonna read the script,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna show you the avatars, so that way you guys really finally get okay,
Okay.
what is Journey to My Life? And so, like I was telling you, I did. Man, Tanya has been the bomb. Not only because she be gassing us on our series up and be saying we gotta be on the big screen for real, and she can't wait to see it, but because she be dropping gems. And so she sent this site where I could actually follow a script. And so I followed the script of Law and Order SVU because again, these are the kind of like
Oh, I love that show.
everybody love that show, and that's what I want people to feel like when they watch our show. Like man, just so good. So I did follow that script, and hopefully you guys like it. So Journey to Mo Life. This is the journey to your heritage. Each episode, the name is named kind of something like that, like Journey to something something. So this is Journey to Your Heritage, the pilot by Mocasso. The cast will be
So one.
Angelo Jones,
Mm.
Mecca, which is the name of his AI that Angelo Jones created, Monica Jones, Motion Jones, and Love Jones. And so these sets will be Monica and Angelo's meta home, which is where we're actually in right now. I chose this because this is a penthouse. They're going to be located in this season in California, in Oakland, California, because that is where the Black Panthers were founded. And as you know, their folks were Black Panthers, so that's kind of where we're going to start this season. And then next season, we're going to be in New York. So we're also, again, use the metaverse to explore different seasons, and I'll kind of explain as we go throughout this. But yeah, so this is their meta home. You will also see it redone before we start filming. This is just the general space. There's also Love Jones Laboratory, which is a submarine. I'll take you guys to see that after this. The vortex, which is just the metaverse. So there will be like a normal kind of like metaverse meeting area that you guys will see. And that's known as the vortex, which is like everybody is in the physical world, but they come and live their life here in the vortex. And that's why they have a metaverse home and do everything in the metaverse. And that's the concept of it. And then there's also Monica Jones' office. And so they fade in. Angelo's AI Mecca is singing happy birthday as Angelo enters the room. He looks around and sees a mysterious package sitting on the windowsill. Mecca alerts him about the package. Mecca, happy 16th birthday, Angelo. A package has been left for you on your windowsill. Angelo turns around swiftly, approaches the package, and picks it up. He opens it and reads, in Love Jones' voice, Angelo, I've waited for this day since the day your mother had you. None of this will make sense right now, but it will. Until it does, you have to promise me two things. Do exactly what each clue says, and don't stop trying. Inside of this box is a ledger that contains enough cryptocurrency to take care of our future generations for eternity. But I had to protect our wealth, so I had to hide the secret key phrase that unlocks the ledger. I have hidden 8 clues around the vortex. When you solve each clue, you will discover one word that will get you one step closer to generational wealth. Best of luck to you. Love Jones. Angelo. Love Jones. I have to talk to mom. Then we cut to the living room where you'll see Angelo's mother, Monica, sitting at the table, staring at the laptop. Angela approaches her with a ledger in hand. Angelo. Mom, this is from Granddad. Monica, this is too. Monica doesn't move a muscle. Angelo runs over to see what she's looking at on the computer screen. Love Jones' voice. Clue number 1. When the ocean is in motion, it produces enough energy to recreate things larger than life. Angelo pauses for a moment, then looks back at Monica. Monica finished reading the note from Love Jones and sits it down. Monica, well, you know what this means, right? Angelo, we have to find Grandma. Then they cut to Angelo and Monica visit Monica's office, known as Into Deep, working on a project to bring his grandmother, Mojo, back to life in the metaverse. Monica, okay, I just need to download my mom's conscious into a shell. Lo, can you pick out a good one for her, please? And listen, I know this is a lot to take in on your birthday, but hopefully when we talk to your grandmother, this will make sense. Angelo is scrolling on the tablet, looking through different avatars for his grandmother. Monica's mumbling and walking around looking for something. You can see an error message on her screen that shows error downloading Motion Jones. Got one. Wait, Angelo, no. But it was too late. Angelo hit the upload button as Monica ran to her laptop. The lights went out. Monica, I know exactly where to go. Then it cuts to after the power goes out, Angela and Monica arrive at Love Jones' secret laboratory in a submarine. They are going to give it one more try. Monica, when the power cut out, when the power at my office cut out, I realized what Love Jones' clue meant. Angelo, man, look at these generators and Bitcoin miners. If Love Jones was using the water energy to keep this afloat forever, it can definitely produce enough energy to bring Mojo back. Angelo and Monica both look at the laptop Monica brought from her office. Then they cut to Angelo setting up the shell, which is like an avatar, and Monica setting up the laptop. Angelo, I can't believe I'm going to meet Motion Jones. Well, at least I hope I am. Monica, well, let's give it a go. If anyone knows what all of this means, it's going to be her. Angelo, and this means we have found the motion in the ocean. Angelo hits the button and they both gasp. That's the end of episode one. Then episode two will start with
Mm.
Angelo and Monica will see the avatar start to move. Queen Hazel will start to move maybe her fingers, and then she'll jump into action and be like, "No, we have to go. Wait, who are you? Wait, where am I? It doesn't matter. We have to go. They're on to us." And then Monica will be like, "Go? No, Mojo, we don't have to go anywhere." Angelo, and who are they? Mojo, wait, we don't have to go. Are you with them? And then it'll cut black. And then so all for all of episode one, we will show that little preview into two, where you'll see that Mojo has come back, and when she comes back, she thinks she's left off right in her secret mission that she was creating with the Black Panthers. And so she'll come right back unfrozen from there, and that's kind of where the story will really take off and get juicy. But this beginning was to really kind of set a tone for the story and what will be happening each episode, getting you an idea on the characters, their relationships to each other, and hopefully a little suspense was driven for you thinking like, did Mojo make it in? Did she not? And yeah, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about episode one so far.
I wonder what she mean about that they was coming, or um towards the end. What
Mm-hmm.
who she's talking about? Who is they?
Ooh,
You know
girl,
what
it's
I'm
gonna get
saying? So
juicy. I'm trying to tell you, they was after
I,
her.
who is they?
That's what Angelo say.
Who's after
That's what
her?
Angelo say. He's saying, "Who is they?"
Yeah, that's what I'm with him. I'm like, who is
Hmm.
they?
Yeah,
Wow.
and that's what.
And that was back in the 90s, right?
Yeah, that's when she got caught and frozen. That's the last thing she thought. But now when they unfreezing her, it's in 2023. But she thinking, oh, they on to her like back in the 90s. So you right with it right there. Back right when Tupac
Hmm.
died.
Right.
And just like
Okay.
you said, where you said, man, I'm wondering who was they. That's how I always want people to feel whenever they finish watching our stuff, like wondering, like, man, what's about to happen, or who was that? And because again, even with those, like, oh, they're on to us, and it's like, wait, who is they? That they is not only gonna pop up maybe in the next episode, but in maybe two series from now, or another spin-off. Where it's like, oh, they the plugs, or again,
Hmm.
like something was always going to be like a bigger, like, aha moment, like, damn. And so, trying to sprinkle in
Illuminati.
that little,
Can
little food for thought. Kush, I see you unmuted. Did you have any thoughts about the story or concept so far?
Oh, yeah, it looks cool, man. I'm looking forward to working on it with you.
Me
Awesome.
too.
Cool stuff.
I'm stoked. Yeah. I'm really I'm ready.
Awesome. I think you guys will really definitely love the submarine too. Let's go to the submarine. I think we've been in this space for a while. We'll go to the submarine and I'll show you how to make your avatars in there, just so we can switch it up a
Okay.
bit, because I think you guys will really start to see where we head in when you see some of our other spaces. And like I said, I haven't customized them for the space just yet, or for the shows. And then I also want to take them into Unity, so that will also bring these spaces, I think, to life a whole nother
Ooh.
level. Yeah, and badges and NFTs. I'm excited, man. We're getting into it, especially with this submarine. Okay, because who in the submarine in the metaverse? So y'all go ahead and click on that, and I'll meet you there.
All right, click on it.
Uh huh. Seventh floor
That was
crawl. Okay, Push. I'll let you go ahead and get over. Okay, perfect. I see you moving, Kush. Yeah, so just go ahead and click on that portal. Perfect.
That's a big ass apple.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so this will be Love Jones' secret laboratory. So this is a little insight into like how Love Jones is like even in the 90s, like as the story evolves, you guys will start to hear like Love Jones and Motion Jones, they were also into like when like cryptocurrency first was starting to like come up and into like, you know, being known for what it is today. Like back in the 90s when David Schwartz was coming out with like, oh, I'm developing a new currency. They are going to be present in those times too. So you'll see references to like different things in time that was happening for stuff like that. And so that's where, you know, he has this cool little submarine that has, you'll see Bitcoin miners upstairs, cryptocurrency miners, little robots. But again, to see that like, although they were in the 90s, he was one of these scientists, or they, Mojo and Love Jones, were still like super aware of where this was heading, right? So created this little submarine that is supposed to be self-sufficient, and can mine cryptocurrency forever for them. And they already have a good little savings once they unlock their ledger. And then so this will also be how we can, you know, help educate the peoples on everything that's happening.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you now,
Yeah,
Queen.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Perfect. So how you guys feeling about the
This
submarine?
is dope.
Like it? Cool.
Oh, sick, man. You guys always make cool spaces, man. Just with the cool backdrops and stuff.
Under the sea.
Awesome. Appreciate that. And that's what we want to showcase, right? We want to be showing people like cool spaces, things that it's like they're going to be looking at. And it's like, man, I thought the metaverse was like just for like, I don't know what people think the metaverse is for, but it's like, nah, like we're really in there doing cool things and like, you know, talking about real stuff and like, you know, I want it to be like people feel like they watching Power without realizing we're in the metaverse doing it. Like, still be that cool,
Yes.
you know? And so I'm going to share my screen and then show you guys how to make your avatars on Ready Player Me. And that'll be the last thing that we'll do for today. Let me get my charger so it doesn't die on me before I make it over. Give me 2 seconds.
Under the sea. Down is better. Down is better.
Oh, your charger is in the Yeah, we'll build the hot part in 1 hour. 1 hour? Okay, watch out. I'm still recording. I just need my charger. Thank you. See you later. See you later. Okay. And we charging. We lit. Okay, perfect. So we got X back up in here so I can share my camera. Okay, and it's cool because on the top floor too is also we have like a space where there's a DJ booth and then also a space that's a lab. So again, when we come in and have that second week podcast, these are also those kind of spaces where we'll be having that, right? Where it's like, oh, meet us in Love Jones Submarine, or meet us in our house, or meet us in, you know, any of these spaces that we'll be filming in, so people can actually come and experience them in a different way. You know, showing some people some different stuff around here. So let me show my Ready Player
I
Me
like
tab.
it.
So here is my Ready Player Me tab.
Oh,
Let me get it up here. Oh, okay. And now the main thing is I'm gonna send you guys a
I
pic.
can't see it.
I'm gonna send you the
Oh, there you
picture
go.
of your actual avatar, because what I did is when I got started, I put the pictures. Let me just screen. And you guys have all made avatars? Maybe not. Let me just put my screen here. Perfect.
I made this one.
Right. Everybody made
And
they want Ready Player Me avatar. So you know, when you come on to Ready Player Me, you're gonna go to my avatars, and you can create it just for Ready Player Me. You don't have to do spatial. You only do spatial if you want it to have like special features. Like sometimes spatial will have certain clothes that you can use. So a lot of times I do like using spatial just because I like their clothes that they have been dropping on here. But if you put it on spatial, then you won't be able to take it on other platforms. So I recommend starting from Ready Player Me, and then when you create your new
gotcha.
avatar, you can specify if you want it masculine or feminine based on your avatar. We do have he and she. Please just choose the respective of your avatar, regardless of your own beliefs. No judgments if it is, but for your avatar, just so that it has a respective of what it is. Just put that, and then you'll see you can choose a picture. And so for this, just choose a file, and this is where I said I'm going to send you guys the picture of it. So like say for example right now, I keep all these in my screenshots. So if say for example I was doing Motion Jones, I would use this picture here of Mojo and just put accept, and then it's gonna start it, and then this is gonna give each of you that starting place. So from your picture, it'll upload, and then this gives you your starting place. So this is what your avatar will look like to get started. And then you're going to use each of these preferences that I'm about to show you to actually customize it to look like kind of what I had from there. And then you can tweak it from there. And tweak it as much as you like. Because again, I want these avatars to look good. So as y'all are making them, remake them, you know. But just so you have a good start too. So once I put my avatar in there for Mojo, this is what I ended up coming up with. And then this is where we were saying we could look at the different hairstyles too. So I know we had already been saying we want to try a different hair option. What did we say we were looking at the curly one, Queen?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, the curly one.
Let's see if we just did the big curly one. That takes us. Okay. Yeah. See, that changed the whole look for sis right there. I also
Exactly. Let
been
me
liking the
see.
little afros. I thought those was very like it don't make her look the best though, but it do make her look like 70s. So I know they also been having like a big ass afro. Maybe give her the big afro.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe
Well,
give
wow.
maybe
That
maybe
that that's
maybe that's what it looked like some scenes, you know. Maybe it's like, oh, she getting her hair done and she getting her hair blown out or
right.
something.
A blowout. Shit.
You know, like, oh, she got to pick out her
Wow.
afro, but you know, something like that. So we'll go with the curly one for now, because I think that is the best looking. Still shows natural, gives her that little twang. But again, think about your times, because she's going to be a joint from the 90s. So also think about how her hairs would have looked in the 90s as you're exploring these different options and picking them, you know.
Right.
So play with it. So but just for preferences, this is the cheek that I have. So as I'm going through, let me make sure my camera can see everything as well. So yeah, so this is the face that I have here, that I have for her face. So this is the face, and then for
Hmm.
eyes, these are the eyes.
Okay.
And then for eyebrows, these are the eyebrows, and you can kind of see how far down they go. So you know, this is like the fourth one down.
Can you pick the one above that one? I want to see how that looks.
For which one, Queen?
The eyebrow, the eyebrow above that one. Yeah, that one. Now go back to the other one. That one make her look kind of
Mm-hmm. And you see, that's why I also had liked
okay.
having this picture up. So what I did is I had my screen like this. So I had oh, you can't even see, I'm not showing my full screen, but I had it split screen where I
Oh,
had my one picture up on one side and then my Ready Player Me on the other side. So it was like, when I'm thinking like, what kind of things am I looking for? Especially with the eyebrows, I'm like, okay, it got this high arch, right? That really give it this different look. But of
right.
course, like you
Do
said,
they have any other arches?
yeah, they got a bunch of different joints right here. We got the thick joints. We got this one. This one also looks kind of nice now that we done switched up her hair.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
But you're gonna remake her too on yours, so I'm gonna let you. I'm a trust in you
Oh,
on that.
okay.
So, but at least now you're starting to get that idea on where you
Yeah, I
see you
gotta look
can
at her picture.
improve.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So then for the
Okay.
nose. And again, I'm just showing you guys this stuff to kind of get started. Like, okay, what did Mo have, and then kind of where I can go, because maybe someone like Kush don't got as many like alterations he may want. Maybe he just want to change the eyebrows or something. But the nose, also, I guess I didn't specify which nose it looks like. Oh, because it just came from the picture. So let me just choose one right now, and I guess we can also go from whichever one you want. So I'll just go with the second option here. And then for the mouth, fourth one
Mhm.
down, no facial hair. I could have sworn there was one thing on here before that had like beauty marks. I would definitely be loving beauty marks if you want to put beauty marks on any of them, but I couldn't find it when I was actually doing theirs. For the hair also, for body, this is the skin tone that I had liked for her.
Mhm.
Now, skin tones, I will ask that everybody kind of stick to, because if you notice, I did try to give everyone that looked a little different, so it shows kind of like all the different brown shades. But also look relative. So
Okay.
like Monica and Mojo look kind of similar, so that you do see that resemblance, and like, oh, that looked like that could be her daughter, or or her mother or something like that. And I did that simply with like the
Right.
brown hair on the brown skin. Something as simple as that.
Right. Okay.
And so I do like
Okay.
this color brown for her, and then for the hair, this color brown for the hair. And then we can choose any hairstyle that you want to go with. That would be totally okay. This may be something not like this, because I don't think Mojo would do that. But we'll talk about it. If you find
Mm.
something that you really feel like is setting, okay, this is a little like throwback, but let's see. And so then for the outfit,
Well, are you close to your?
oh,
Sorry,
sorry,
go ahead.
sorry, Kush, am I close to my what?
No, I was gonna say, are you close to your computer? Maybe you could send me the email. Email me the other image. I'm on there now. I can just
Yeah, definitely.
start it.
I am. I'm on my computer right
Oh
now.
yeah, send me mine. I can start mine tomorrow because I'm
Okay,
off tomorrow. I'm gonna play
perfect.
around and the image and look at it. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, I start mine tomorrow, and then once I start mine, what do? I just send it to you or
Yeah, so what you can do is just take a picture of it. Take a picture of it in Ready Player Me, and then take it into the metaverse, and then take a picture of it in the metaverse. And then when you go into the metaverse, actually let me know, and then I can meet you in the metaverse, and we can kind of look at it all together and make sure they look good. Because
okay.
also, I feel like you get a different vibe when you actually take it into the metaverse, look at it while it's walking around, see if you really think you like the way it's kind of looking as it's walking. And
Mm-hmm.
then we can kind of go from there. And then for the clothes, I want them to be wearing black clothes, because again, they're Black Panthers. They got this Black Panther lineage. Monica and Angelo only been liking to wear black and never really understood why. But they felt family. They knew that Monica. They knew that Mojo and Love Jones was Monica's parents, but again, Monica was adopted because her parents. She's under the impression they died when she was born, so she never met them. So it's like they have
Mm.
that connection, but so you see that when they do something like everybody's wearing all black to again reinforce that Black Panther all blackness. So that is why I chose this outfit. But they got a few all black joints, so feel free to explore. And then that one is this here. So you'll see it under the cheerleaders. See, under the cheerleaders, you'll see this little black outfit here. And then let's see, anything else? Glasses. She didn't really have any glasses on. If you feel like you want to get creative, like I said, feel free to give it a whirl, because I know Black Panthers did also wear glasses, black glasses, something like that could be cute. Um, Makeup. For the makeup, I chose the one with the black lipstick. I thought it did bring it together very well on her brown face, which is this one here, this dark makeup. But again, they have different options, so feel free to explore yours. For this one, the really cool thing is that they do have VR sets in here. So like where we can see, they've got the set on here. So I was thinking like that might be cool for some scenes, to have them put on sets. Like I said, or maybe, Kush, I'm not sure if you heard, the only person that doesn't know that the metaverse is not real life is going to be Mojo. So maybe at the end of the season, when I'm doing like how she starts putting it together that the metaverse is not real life, maybe she puts on one of these, and we can kind of see that idea. But everybody else just lives in the real world and then operates strongly in the metaverse. But none of those, no hair. So yeah, that was it. That was all the base I had for that there for Queen. And then let me see. So Kush, I sent it to you on Discord. Would you prefer for me to email you the picture here? And then I'm gonna pull up Angelo and show you some of the selections I have for
Yeah.
him too.
Let me just jump on Discord and grab it.
Okay, perfect. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
then while you're getting that kind of pulled up and into your Ready Player Me, I'll give you a few minutes so you can kind of get that going.
I don't
Queen,
have
did
you
you?
on Discord, I don't think.
I don't
So
know
this is
if
the
I have
first
you on
picture that you sent?
Discord actually. Queen, I think I might have you in Harlem Film House, so I could add you from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna add you right now. Oh, Kush said something.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say, Kush?
Do you want me to just use the first picture? The first one you
It would
sent?
be better used to use the second one, so that way it's just his face.
The second one? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then the first one is just kind of like what my final picture had looked like. But use that first one to get it started.
Okay, I just sent you a friend
You
request.
send a friend request. Cool. Let me see. Queen Hazel. I don't think I see one from you, Queen. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So Queen, I'm gonna drop your picture here too. So this will be the picture that you'll use. Yes, I'm a human. You see it popping. Okay. And so, Kush, were you able to get your picture and Ready Player Me?
Yeah, I'm in there right now.
Okay, perfect. So then let me go through and I'm gonna abandon my avatar there. Queen, I'm excited to see what you gonna come up with and do with Mojo, because I know you're gonna do great things with her there. And so
I
then
am, girl. You know me.
I'm already
I
excited.
take some time. Yeah, I take some time. I do take some time.
I'm excited about it. Okay.
Um, yeah, I do take some time to do
And so did
the
you have any
avatars.
Did you have any
Yeah.
questions, thoughts, or concerns about yours before I start going over Angelo's with Kush here or anything? And of course, any feedback that you want to do while we're doing Kush's will also be appreciated. Since I know, like you say, you do take your time and have that eye for avatars too. But any questions about yours before you go on Ready Player Me and get that done?
Who, me
Mm-hmm.
or Kush?
Yeah. Yeah, you Kush.
Oh, so okay, so I question, can I change her eye color? It have to be
Yeah,
brown?
yeah. It can change the eye color.
Okay.
It's just when you go for colorful eyes,
Okay.
keep in mind she's a Black Panther. Okay, so I mean they did usually have more of like light skin, pretty eye brown people in the spotlight. So that is a way that you can even go
Right.
with it as well, which I think also
Well, I just
highlights
want.
that.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want her eyes to be a little bit just a tad bit like a it's still gonna be brown, but this because I want her eyes to pop more.
Yeah,
I just have to. I'm gonna play around with it.
I
I know
agree.
you said the keep the skin color
Mm-hmm.
and the
Hair
hair
color.
color,
That's
so I'm
it.
not gonna mess with that. Is yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna mess with it. And I know you want them to wear black. You want
that's
her to
it.
wear black, so I got that.
That's it.
Gotcha.
As long as you got their hair color and their skin color and they're wearing black,
Hmm.
I'm really open to whatever they look like. Just keep in mind the time period. But I'm respecting creative freedoms.
Got you. Back
I'm
in the
cool.
90s, yeah. Got you. Okay.
Awesome. Cool. And so then Kush, once you get your picture of Angelo in there, it'll give you, some type of basic character. So starting with his face,
Hmm.
his chin that I have is going to be the third one up from the bottom. And like I said, this is actually the same chin that his grandfather had. As you can see from the front, it is like one of these stronger chin options. And that's the same one that he has from his grandfather. So I would like that to stay consistent. And
Right.
then
Right.
if you miss anything, like I said, this will be in the recording, so you can come take a look at it if you need to. The eyes will be
Yep.
the fourth up from the
Yeah.
bottom. Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say, Kush? I kind of hear you talking.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, you're just
I'm
saying,
listening to you.
okay,
The
gotcha.
fourth up from the bottom.
Yeah, fourth up from
Yeah.
the bottom for his eyes.
Yeah.
And then for the, and the eye color is going to be the first brown, which I feel like makes
The
his
eye
eyes
color
look
is the
pretty
first one. Okay.
intense, kind
Okay.
of like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's the glasses. Oh, I like the eye
Right?
color. It's cute.
And then for
Yeah,
the
it's pretty.
eyebrows, which one did we go with? Okay, so it's gonna be, if you can see here, you'll see like three different eyebrows that kind of have a pointy arc in them and then a curve. It's the one right above the curved one, and it has slits in it almost.
Mm.
So,
Okay, now.
so something that helped me when I was looking at the eyebrows, I made them brighter so I could see what they actually look like. And then I changed the color. So these are also the same
Okay.
eyebrows that his grandfather has. Which I think these eyebrows are like strong, manly, pointy looking eyebrows. And then they're gonna be black. So you wanna make sure you choose those ones and then black. And then of course, like I said, if there's anything you want to freestyle, feel free to pitch in there. Because I'm definitely open to it. Your avatar definitely looks
Oh,
really cool.
It
can
does.
I?
I like
I'll take a
it.
picture. I'll take a picture and put it in Discord what I got here.
Okay, cool.
Or
And then for his nose, I have
oh wait,
uh,
I'll wait for you to finish first.
okay,
Then I'll
perfect.
take a picture.
And then for his
Yeah,
nose,
There
put
you
it up.
work quick.
I know, right? For his nose, I have the third one down. And then for his
Yeah.
mouth, I
Make me
have.
want to get on my
Oh, it makes you want to get on yours and get
my
to. I know.
computer.
I got excited,
Yeah, I'm
man, when I
like,
started going through it, going and making the AI characters and the Ready Player Me. It reminded me of like back in the day when you're making your Sims and you're like, ooh, I wish Ready Player Me had more ways I could customize it because it was like nothing was really giving me everything I wanted, which is why I was just like, you know what, let me just create the basis and let the characters really create their own character because maybe that's what it is. I see all the characters instead of just one. So hopefully y'all kind of specialize it. And then like I said, we could get some. Woo! I got all kind of ideas, but we're gonna get into it. Anyways, for the facial hair, I didn't put any facial hair, but if you think a 16-year-old, got a little peach fuzz or one of these facial hairs would be cool,
okay.
feel free, go
Okay.
No, I
for
would
it.
say clean face.
Clean face, I would
I would
say
say
so
clean face.
too. I'm like, I was looking
Like,
at the
what's in
little
the water?
mustaches. I'm like, maybe a little peach fuzz, but I'm like, I made him nice little chocolate. So I'm like, you ain't even gonna see it. So we ain't even gonna worry about it. We're gonna just have a nice little clean face. Love Jones also I think does a clean face or maybe a mustache. I don't remember. One of those, but definitely feel free. Maybe as he gets older, we'll add
Okay,
a
so I'll take a picture
mustache.
now. And I'll take a picture now and send it.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, if you send it in Discord what you got, that's
Oh,
cool.
can't wait to see it.
I know. I'm trying to send my picture to you, Queen, but they keep asking me to verify if I'm a human and acting like I'm not a human real quick. Let me see. Which one contains a dog? This one looks easier. Okay, this is not a dog. Okay. There we go. Bet. Okay, and so let me see, Kush. I'm gonna be on the lookout for your picture that you sent. Okay, so kind of keep going through these
Yeah,
Ready Player Me ones that we have set here. I don't think it's too many more, but for the skin. Oh, if I haven't showed you the skin option, it's this brown one here.
yeah,
You got
yeah,
that?
I got it.
Perfect. Okay, and then clothes. You
Yeah,
already know black clothes. Glasses. I chose these brown glasses, which is in the fourth row, second one over. Again, super open
am
if
I?
you
Is
have.
it open to?
Hmm?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, super open if you
No, I was
want
just
to do
asking
it.
if you're open.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
We're
here's
saying the
my.
same
Let me
thing.
upload it
If
right
you got
now.
some that are cooler, same with the hair, makeup, all these others are just going to be the accessories. So if you find anything that's better, definitely go for it. But for
It's
the body, you guys got to, oh, for the hair, I mean, you see the hair that I went with.
it's on Discord. It's on Discord.
Ooh, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Where'd you share it in Discord? Okay. I would think you got it in
It's
the
underneath the picture
general.
you sent me.
Where'd you put it
No,
in?
it's underneath the pictures you sent me.
Really? In Discord? I don't see nothing there. Let me refresh it. Let me go back
Yeah,
to it.
it's underneath the disc. Yeah, it's underneath the pictures you sent me.
Are you sure you pressed send? I don't see anything there. Last thing I see is from me. Okay, bet.
Go.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, Angelo, let me share this screen. So let me share this tab instead here.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Angelo, I like the outfit that you went with too. I think that's awesome. Maybe more modern. You got some
Yeah.
chains. I also think the hair is more modern. I definitely think kids like having hair. Um,
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
so I definitely think it gives him that same vibe,
Yeah.
but like in that cooler sense.
Yeah, I
Okay,
like that.
cool.
Yeah.
I like it too. Awesome. Cool. Looks good. Awesome. So then you're set. We got Love Jones set. I'll stop sharing that screen because that's all I really have for you guys today. Oh, I also need to get you the form to sign for Harlem Film House casting. Like Queen said, this first
Mhm.
episode will be the one that will definitely be officially under them, and then aside from that, it will be technically under P2D Raw Network. Which is you guys already know we have all these different shows throughout the metaverse and then streaming across social media. And just like this series, we're trying to take that entire network to real network television and really turn into our own network, kind of like BET in a sense, or any kind of network. We're always having these different shows in a lot of different ways. So from there, this will kind of really be like that show. Whenever I have my own shows that I really produce like this, that I really put a lot of energy into, although I help a lot of others, I really see these as like that moment to help all of them, right? Like if we make this really big, that will help the rest of them kind of grow as well. So definitely gonna be pouring a lot of
Hmm?
energy and resources into helping this grow. And again, I
What the heck?
definitely, I'm sorry, would you say, Kush?
No, no, sorry. I was trying to log in as my other account for some reason.
Oh, with your other
Sorry if you heard
email?
any noise
Yeah.
there.
Yep. Do that. Good idea. You on it. Loving to see it. But yeah, definitely appreciate you guys for being here, taking the time. I'm gonna send you the link for the Harlem Film House casting form, and then also the link for the Let Us Meet, which you can enter in your availability. And then from here, we'll meet and then we'll actually just be recording. And we'll go through, record all the scenes together. I'll also send the script so that everybody can read the script. Like I said, I do kind of want to revisit it and refresh it a little bit, make it a little bit more lively. Now that I've kind of got it out, lived with the characters more, casted all the characters more. Like I said, I do want to give it more character as well. And so I'll send that to you guys as well, and then be in touch on when we can get back together. Was there any thoughts, questions, concerns anybody had about anything we've done today? I know we kind of talked about a lot.
No. Um.
Yay!
Oh,
Awesome. Well, this
No,
is
I just need that the recording that you did so I can
yes.
make sure I do.
Oh yes, that's right. I'm gonna send her the
I
link
do
to the
have
recording too. And then, sorry, go ahead, Queen.
actually I do have a question real quick. So if I make another account up under a different email, can I sign out of this one and log into that one in my headset?
Oh, you know what? I don't have a headset, so I'm not 100% positive.
Oh,
But I think you
okay.
should be
You know what?
able
I
to,
can ask
cause
Boogie.
yeah, let's say Boogie do
Right.
it.
I
Yeah.
can ask Boogie.
Mhm.
Right.
Cause she got
I
like
asked her.
1,000
So
accounts.
I call her after this. Okay, that's what I tell her. She's like, "Shut up, Queen." So yeah, I'm gonna ask her, and then another thing besides just kind of like off of the subject here, um, I was still waiting on the video or something you was going to send me on how to set up my wallet
Yes,
for
I'm
my
gonna do that
NFTs
too.
and stuff.
And we're gonna have another meeting aside from casting, just about that, to talk about NFTs, wallet address, what that looks like, what everyone feels like is fair for a split. Because I don't like to run any of my new businesses like any of these old businesses are ran. You know, all of us are putting in, and I want
Okay.
that appreciation to be reciprocated, and also monetarily, because like I said, no, I can't pay you guys a normal budget like maybe a normal casting would, but I do want to, and I do take that serious, and wallets and cryptocurrency is one of the cool ways that we can say that, like, hey, maybe we can't, but using NFTs, we can find these new ways to be able to do that. So we'll have one meeting when we all just get together, talk about what the heck that means, how it's broken down, what it will look like, because it's all automated. So once the NFT is done, if somebody buys, when somebody buys it, because we manifesting all this, when people buy it, then that funds is sent directly to your wallet too. So I want you to be familiar with your wallet, how to
Oh,
protect it, and how
okay.
to use it.
Okay. I'm
Cool.
with it. That's all
Yay.
I have. I think this wanted to say something, but I'm not for sure.
Awesome. Kush, any questions, thoughts, or concerns? No.
no,
Awesome. I
By,
appreciate you
by the
for.
way, I followed you too. Kush, by the way.
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
I said I have followed you.
Oh, I'll call you back. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an Instagram group with us then, since I know you guys are official cast members. There's only one other person that's been officially cast right now, who is Maximilian. And then Monica is still, like I said, in limbo. But even the person that is not gonna be Monica, she will ironically be Monica's sister. So I just want to confirm which one will be that person, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I'm so excited, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to send everything I talked about today, including the replay for this. If you guys have any people that want to, be interested, be a part of this series, tell them come be a part, because we got a lot in store and we about to take it up a notch. I hope y'all excited like I'm excited. Cause like I said, y'all know I said, what's her name say? This gotta be on FX, okay? So I'm gonna be over here ruffling feathers, trying to tell them, just give us some money. Let's get it on FX, and I'm gonna need y'all to be ready. Like I told y'all, be ready, okay? Cause we not playing.
Okay.
And every time I go, every meeting, I come with my script. I showed you my script. I followed it per SVU professional style. Y'all see my slideshows. I come correct every time I come in front of those producers because I want to, and I want you guys to
You
do
ain't
that
playing.
same thing.
You ain't playing no
We're not
games.
playing, okay? Because think about it. This is something that these are one of those things that go viral easily in today's time if you do it right. You know, like, oh dang, you got a show in the metaverse about this, that, and the third. Like, that's the kind of stuff that the algorithm be looking for. And if we get the right algorithm that hit it, then we'll get the right followers that watch it, and that's just gonna be the beginning. And so we're gonna just keep at it until we in that right place at the right time, and it's hitting. And I believe that truly. So I'm gonna send this to y'all though and let you go on about the rest of your day. I hope everyone has a great rest of your Friday.
Right.
And I'll be in contact for when we'll be together filming. Everybody drink your hot tea, read your script, your lines, start to embody your character. Okay, do all that good stuff.
Yep.
Get into my character. Yes, yes, ma'am.
I be
I'm
over here
ready.
watching so many movies.
Same.
You guys know what movie I was actually watching
I
that helped me
am.
inspire me? I was watching Austin Powers because I'm like, they were traveling in time.
Oh,
And they were so entertaining because I'm like, how is that show or movie so stupid, but people loved it for so long? And it was the story, it was them traveling in time and then keeping that, but changing it up, and so many different stuff. So get inspired, stay black, and I'll see y'all soon.
All right. See
Peace.
you later,
peace.
y'all.